guys, welcome aboard, welcome back, welcome home. I am definitely saying welcome home after having a very exciting holiday season, having a visit with the Omicron fairy. That was very exciting. Working on getting my taste and smell back, but feeling fine. So thank you for all the love and good wishes and your patience while I was on sick leave, right? Anyway, let's talk about what's up, please, this week. This week, of course, is the 3rd of January. Wow, hello. 2022. I don't know how that happened because just a minute ago it was like 2017. So we're talking about Monday, the 3rd of January through Sunday, the 9th of January, 2022. Hello, I see you. Okay. We had a new moon on the 2nd, a Capricorn new moon. Very exciting. Jupiter is currently in Pisces. Mercury is in Aquarius, right? I do need to get a 2022 general reading up, which I will do this coming up week because there is some exciting stuff going on in 2022. I am contemplating a format change to make this a podcast, so I would appreciate some input as to whether the tarot is helpful for you or whether you're just looking for the astrology. So I usually don't really say, hey, would you give me your thoughts? But I'd appreciate them. Mostly because what I do for the energy and for the universe. And so your opinion is helpful to me. So let's have some conversation. On Monday, we start right with that Capricorn moon. The Capricorn moon moves by Venus and Pluto, right? Creating that heart pang energy. Regarding like love and money and relationships. And then the moon moves into Aquarius, which is going to create a little bit of lightness, a little bit of lightness of heart, a little bit of lightness of feeling. That Capricorn energy is tight. It's I don't want to say it's heavy, but it's a little more serious than Aquarius energy. So that expression is also going to ease as the moon in Aquarius conjuncts Mercury in Aquarius, right? On Tuesday, the energy early on is a little bit jolty and erratic. The moon moves by Chiron and Uranus, and then later on in the day, we kind of get back to that gravid feeling, right? That functional feeling as the moon conjuncts Saturn in Aquarius, right? Asking us where our heart boundaries are, or are we feeling in boundless ways? What does that mean to you? And what are you doing about it, right? Two different questions. What are you doing about those boundaries, right? And that will be an important question in the evening as the moon sextiles Mars and Sagittarius, which is all about what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing over there? On Wednesday, Venus sextiles Neptune, right? So this is a meeting of the higher and lower octaves of love and beauty, right? And so that sextile is a gift. It's a blessing, right? So ask yourself, what is your inner expression of beauty? What is your outer expression of beauty, of love, of your sense of worth, of your value? Where is the distinction, right, between divinity and reality for you? What is the distinction between the sacred and the profane? What is the distinction between the occult and the obvious, right? What is hidden versus what you're actually seeing? Just be mindful of those things, right? And then as the moon slips into Pisces, that is really going to kind of create this dream state, because as the moon moves into Pisces, then immediately conjuncts Jupiter in Pisces, really allowing you to be in that, steeped in the possibilities, right, of all of those polarities, of all of those kind of spiritual, dreamy, nebulous states, right? Better felt than spoken always. So witness the possibilities, right? On Thursday, the moon, Thursday's going to feel a lot different than Wednesday. Hello. Thursday, the moon sextiles Uranus and then the sun, right? So this allows for shift in identity. So if you're mindful of those dreamy possibilities, right? That kind of what's going on behind your scenes, right? How big you feel like you can be spiritually and in reality. Thursday is the day that if you allow for the flow within that change, you might find yourself in a beautiful state of creation, recreation of your identity, of yourself, of really being aligned with your potential, your possibility, the aspects of yourself that felt out of your reach might surprise you. Be open to that, right? On Friday, right? So, so the moon squares Mars overnight, and then makes a little happy sextile to Venus and Pluto while conjuncting Neptune. So this is kind of a conglomeration, like an amalgamation, a coalescence of all of those energies, right? It's like really being dreamy but kind of grounded, like you're gonna build a castle with rainbow bricks in the sky. And the question is, just because that sounds a little crazy, just because it sounds implausible, doesn't mean that it's impossible, right? It just means that perhaps you don't know how to do that yet, or that you can't access that part of you where that is possible. It doesn't mean you can't, just doesn't mean that you haven't, perhaps, just yet. On Saturday, the moon sextiles Mercury, and then conjuncts Chiron. And then the sun conjuncts Venus, right? Which is kind of exciting. And then the moon is going to sextile Saturn, right? So this is kind of about your expression has the opportunity to really play into your healing, right? If you're identifying as beauty, if you're allowing your feelings to be fuel, there might be, again, a sense of that that implausible yet possible, right? That doesn't necessarily rule out the very expansive nature of something that might feel like, wow, I can't imagine that. Well, guess what? If you can imagine it, it's possible. Now on Sunday's going to feel, again, very different, right? So this is kind of a roller coastery sort of week, like dreamy and expansive and then tight, and then dreamy and expansive and then tight. And so that expansion and expansion contraction really is what fuels our shift and change, right? So it's that friction, right, that creates beautiful pearls. It's that friction that allows you to hone and refine the expressions of your own healing. So on Sunday, right, it's a day for pullback. It's kind of a day for planning, right, allowing that tension. We've got squares, the moon squares Venus and the Sun and Pluto, while trining Mars, right? And being sextile. Mercury is sextile to Chiron. So allow that tension to help you as you move through that transition energy, right? What you can be in expression of and manifestation of and creation of is really up to your willingness to be in full expression, right? As a healed being. Not looking at your old stories, not looking at the reasons why you can't do a thing or why you can't imagine a thing could be or could be true or could be created or could be rewritten, right? What matters is that you can express it fully. That makes it possible. All right, so let's start with Monday. So on Monday, right, we have the Page of Cups and we've got Justice. So that's kind of exciting, right? Pages are about energy that's coming in. So cups are about emotional energy. And so we have all this luscious kind of feeling energy, right? We've got the moon conjunct Venus and Pluto, really pulling into that heart energy, which is really, really kind of amazing, as then the moon moves into Aquarius, right? And we have this justice energy, right? Creating that balance, creating that sense of expansiveness. How can I be more deeply in my own function, right? How can I create this sense of balance and harmony for myself? How is my environment supporting me in that, right? This is Venus retrograde, and this is that deep Pluto power push energy. So how are you allowing your environment to support you to your benefit, right? Because you can believe that your environment is supporting you, or you can believe that your environment is out to imbalance you. That is up to you, and both are true regardless of what you believe, right? On Tuesday, right? We talked about this is early on that day of erratic energy, kind of jarring and jolty, and then later on really being in terms of questioning your boundaries of your heart or the boundless energies of your heart. So we have the Seven of Cups, which is about possibility, right? This is, again, unlimited potential, unlimited possibility, that everything is open to you. And here we have the Fool, right? This is, of course, that journey of faith. Nothing is off limits. I am in motion because I trust that the universe will provide for me. So this is about feeling into your boundaries or your boundlessness and asking yourself, what am I doing about them? Well, this answer is whatever you're being presented with, the option is always to move in alignment with faith, right? Move in alignment with faith, trust the process, trust the journey. That's really all you ever have to do. Here we've got Temperance and the Queen of Cups on Wednesday, right? This is the day that Venus sextiles Neptune. So we're talking about the go-between energy of that higher and lower octave. Love, beauty, inner beauty, worth, value, right? We talked about this as a balancing of the real and the divine, of the sacred and the profane, of the occult and the obvious. Well, look, we have Temperance, which is combining two things, right? Those higher and lower octaves. And then we have the Queen of Cups, right? Which is this luscious, lovely energy of embodying what you feel, the way that you dream, what you believe is possible, right? She knows that what she feels is called into action through her belief. There is absolutely no accident that both of these have these lovely crowns and these lovely cups, and are both really just this strong feminine energy as we have Venus meeting Neptune on this day. You know, I know technically Neptune is Poseidon, right? But in my world, in my lexicon here in Eileen land, Neptune really is feminine energy. I mean, y'all can think what you'd like, but as I feel that, I feel Neptune as feminine energy, as the sea, as that boundless, right, sea. And so ask yourself, what can you combine? Where can you create from your feeling state? Where can you be the bridge between divine and real? Where can you be the bridge between sacred and profane? Where can you be the bridge between occult and obvious, knowing that none of those things are separate, right? That the illusion of separation between any polarity is just that, an illusion, right? So we're always combining. And the cup is that you have both of those possibilities, both of those polarities in your hand, right? In your hand for your embodiment, for your fullness. Beautiful, beautiful energy. On Thursday, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Look, so we talked about this as being that day where you are able to be in creation of this energy, right? If you're able to allow for yourself to be in flow. The Queen of Swords, she is the embodiment of her narrative, right? She's walking her talk and walking her walk. So no matter what, the Queen of Swords is all about really telling that story. So we're talking about this as allowing for a shift in your identity. Three of Pentacles is really about crafting, mastery, practice over and over, right? This is about being in creation. This is about having the resources to do and create what you want. So whatever story you're going to tell, you have the power to back it 100%. On Friday, we talked about this very exciting day as being the day where we want to build a rainbow castle with beautiful rainbow fluorescent, phosphorescent blocks that float and have cloud mortar, right? I mean, hey, I'm just going with it. So again, we have this Queen of Swords energy. She's coming in here, right? She's coming in here from the previous day saying, stay with your shift, stay with your change in narrative. Ace of Cups. Here's a brand new way to be in your feels. We have so much cup energy in this reading, so much Neptune, Venus, love energy, so much energy of the heart. Choose to tell that story, right? The Queen of Swords doesn't have to be cold and distant and removed. She doesn't have to be all about her distant Ice Queen throne. The Queen of Swords, her ideas can be all about love, right? You can have all of those things. You can be in the dream and you can still be building, right? You can still be constructing with bricks of love. You do not have to just build an austere, cold glass building, right? You can build with love, with joy. It doesn't have to be barren and functional only. You can fill any space with love if you can create that space with love in your intention. On Saturday. So we have the Three of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So the Three of Wands is about long-range planning, right? And the Knight is about moving with passion, right? This is about bringing your passion into your life. We talked about this as the day where you are being in expression of your identity, of creating your identity as something beautiful and using your feelings as fuel, right? Using your feelings as fuel. I mean, I don't even feel the need to expound on that one. I think that's pretty self-evident. Here we have the Knight of Swords and the Magician, right? The Magician, he is the master of creation, right? He is fully in his 3D mastery, in his choice, in his decision making. The Knight of Swords is asking you to move forward in alignment with that narrative that we have constructed all week long. This is about pulling back, right? Planning, using the tension to create and manifest, right? We talked about this as being an expression of your healing, of your healed self, of finding the friction, right, within any kind of tension and using that to be in creation. That, as always, is up to you. Come clean or don't come at all. This is one of my very, very favorites. And what it means is get rid of your nonsense. Cut away anything that's not working for you. We have Justice. We have the Queen of Swords twice. We have the Knight of Swords asking you to be in alignment, to get rid of anything that's not working for you, right? Come clean or don't come at all. And then look at all this water standing ready to wash away. Even the majors here are talking about how can we create, right, from those feelings? What can we combine, right, to create this gorgeous, gorgeous Queen of Cups energy, this gorgeous Ace of Cups energy? How do we get from our nonsense to our beautiful fulfillment? Alignment, as always, right? We know that we have to be aligned. So we have this sweet, lovely turtle energy. I love it. So this is about, look at it. I mean, you know, there's this turtle island. There's this concept of the turtle being the bearer of all of creation, right? Slow and steady wins the race, right? Slow and steady wins the race, always. This is ancient soul, grounded, trusting, at home in the self. Okay. It's wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with the earth and water elements simultaneously. What do earth and water make, right? Bricks. Rainbow bricks to build whatever you want. This helps to ground and connect them to the deeper truths of life, no matter where their travels lead them. Turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers as they collect life experiences under their shells for later use, right? You're writing, you're telling your story. You get to choose what you take with you and what you leave behind, right? You have nothing but all options. What you choose to carry, right? What you choose to carry is up to you. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all the other books and begin to tell our own true tale. Listen to me here. We already said it, right? Come clean or don't come at all. Clean up your own story. Clean up your trash. Take it out. Get rid of it. Because you have to carry it, so you might as well travel light, right? Next week, tense, anticipatory, challenging. This week, get right with your business, get right with your story, get right with your beautiful, beautiful heart, right? Tell the story from your heart, or it's not worth telling, not to yourself, not to anybody else. Again, thank you guys for your patience, for coming back even when I was gone. And like I said, let me know if the cards help you or if you would prefer just a verbal astrology format. That is up to you. Anyway, have a great week. Happy new moon and big blessings.